Chapter 6. The Journey to the Great Oaks. They stopped that night under a big tree in the forest. The Tin Woodman cut down some wood and built a fire for Dorothy, and the Scarecrow found some nuts and gave them to Dorothy. She ate them gladly. Then she lay down on the dry leaves and fell asleep at once. The next morning the little girl washed her face in a brook. Then they all began to walk to the Emerald City. After some time, they came up to a very big and deep ditch. It crossed right through the road. What will we do?" asked Dorothy. "We cannot fly," said the Scarecrow, "and we cannot cross this big ditch. I think we must stop where we are." "I think I can jump over it. I will try to carry you all on my back, one by one. Who will go first?" said the Lion. "I will go first because the fall would not hurt me," said the Scarecrow. So the Scarecrow sat on the Lion's back. The next moment the Lion jumped over the ditch and landed on the other side. The Scarecrow got down off his back and the Lion jumped over the ditch again. Dorothy and Toto went next. Dorothy held Toto in her arms very carefully. Soon they were all on the other side. The forest was very thick on that side. It looked very dark anyway. They started to walk on the yellow brick road again. Soon they heard strange noises in the forest. The Lion told his friends about the Calidars. "The Calidars are very terrible animals," said the Lion, "with bodies like bears and heads like tigers, and they have very sharp claws. They can kill us easily, and I am very scared now." And the travelers were scared too. Suddenly they saw another ditch across the road, but this time it was too big. Even the Lion could not jump over it. They sat down to think about what to do next. "There is a long tree near the ditch," said the Scarecrow. "The Tin Woodman can cut it down and it will fall across the ditch to the other side. Then we can walk across it quickly." It was a perfect idea. The Tin Woodman began to work at once. After some time the tree fell across the ditch and to the other side. At that moment they heard a loud growl behind them. They saw two big animals with bodies like bears and heads like tigers. They were the Calidars. The travelers began to cross the ditch quickly, but the wild animals also began to cross the ditch using the same tree. "They will kill us," cried the Lion. "Wait a minute," cried the Scarecrow. "The Tin Woodman can cut down the end of the tree. Then the wild animals will not reach the other side of the tree." The Tin Woodman cut the end of the tree at once. The tree fell into the ditch and carried the terrible animals with it. The travelers were very glad. They started their journey again. After some time they saw a big river before them. The yellow brick road was on the other side of the river. "How will we cross the river?" asked Dorothy. "Easily," said the Scarecrow. "The Tin Woodman can build a raft. After that we will float to the other side." So the Tin Woodman began to build a raft. And the Scarecrow found some fruit for Dorothy. The girl ate it gladly, and then Dorothy found a good place under a tree and slept there till morning. The Tin Woodman worked all night long. The next morning the raft was ready.